Hope I meet all of you in the best of health. Let's talk about this chronic condition called melasma. A lot of times, melasma is being mistaken for either dermatitis, contact dermatitis, or eczema-ish, right? Because it has a very similar characteristics. And melasma is very popular on all skin types or whatever race, skin of color, skin of no color, but it is much more obvious on brown skin, melanin skin as well, right? Skin of color in general because of our pigmentation, right? And melasma comes out in a really unexpected way. Melasma most of the time is more on the female over the male, and reasons is this: some melasma, like the transient melasma, is usually triggered by hormones, either during pregnancy or during lactating, or when the female is taking birth control. Yeah, that can trigger melasma, the transient melasma to be specific. There are other types of melasma, but this one I'm telling you specifically. So that melasma is the melasma that can actually leave. What do I mean by can actually leave? Since it is triggered by hormones, when your hormones sort of get back-ish, the birth control pills stopped, lactating stopped, pregnancy obviously has completed its cycle and all of that, there is high possibility that type of melasma would actually leave the skin. That is for the hormonal one. Now for some sort of hereditary, and I'm so sorry about that, some people could actually inherit melasma. It's in their bloodline, it's in their family line, and it can start mostly from maybe the age of 20. And that reminds me about a young lady I met around that 20 years ish, and she was really bothered. She said she went to the dermatologist's office, she was given some steroid. It sort of, when she stopped, it stopped, and all of that, she's using a particular cream. I just identified it as melasma. I told her, I said, this might be melasma. And she was surprised. Some people feel that how can it start at this point, you understand, their lives? But that's how it is. Melasma can start from that young age till some people are lucky that this melasma with age, it leaves, it goes. Some people are not lucky, it stays all their life. But that, it does not mean it's like kind of sort of a very confusing sentence that you begin to give yourself sleepless nights. Yes, in as much as I know the appearance is not so pleasant, being the fact that as melanated skin, we really want to sort of take away hyperpigmentation, want to have this even skin tone, and melasma is not allowing it. But to be honest with you, it is something that can be controlled. Like I said earlier, not all melasma will stick around forever, but some will definitely stick around forever, and you need to just work on controlling it, on taming it. You understand? Now, some people that have melasma might be given product that contains steroids and hydroquinone, and it goes. Now that is just an illusion, because melasma comes as a hyperpigmentation. Melasma is one of the hyperpigmentations that are stated, PIEs that are usually stated. And when someone that has melasma uses products that contain hydroquinone and some steroids in it, it actually clears. That's the irony of the whole thing. The reason is that the melanin has been eroded, so therefore the appearance of the melasma will look like it has gone, but it's still underneath. Like I said, it's a chronic skin condition, so definitely it's going to pop back. And it is not advisable to use hydroquinone and steroid for long. That is going to be an issue just because you want to put your melasma at bay, or you want to clear your melasma. Take note, melasma cannot, some type of melasma, I'm repeating myself again, might not necessarily go. Some will go with age, but then you can reduce it. Just like most hyperpigmentation, chemical pills could help, not clear it. Are you hearing me? It could help, like sort of reduce it ish, but not clear it. It can also exfoliate that skin, that it can do that deep exfoliation that will brighten the pigmentation. But after a while it's going to come back. Obviously, I'm just trying to state that because it's very, very important. Using product that has azelaic acid will help, because azelaic acid helps to kind of inhibit melanin production. Yeah, using product that also has tyrosinase inhibitors will equally help. Is not going to stop the melasma, but it will reduce the appearance of melasma. So when someone tells you that have melasma that they can cure it for you, or that person is lying to you. They can just give you a temporary fix, and that's what I told you about the temporary fix, that will give that illusion that it has gone, but it's not gone. And it's not advisable for you to prolong the use of steroids or even hydroquinone. Though some people that have melasma can actually do normally go on and off hydroquinone. If you can do that, good for you. They go maybe a month or two on hydroquinone and then stop a month or two, like that. They keep going on and off, but the moment they stop, obviously the melasma comes back. So it's just going to be that on and off, on and off. One very important thing that people that have melasma should take note of is sun protection. Like melasma people that have that skin condition should protect themselves from the sun. I had a friend that had melasma, and she said when she's under the sun, the way she itches like mad, especially when she's not wearing sunscreen, that she itches, that it looks like the sun is piercing through her soul, itching and bringing out the worst part of her skin. Now melasma sort of gets really, really sensitive or even triggered. Yes, the sun can actually increase melasma. That's the truth. The sun can actually, and like I said earlier, melasma can come out at any age, any race, gender, though the female gender suffers more than the men. Yeah, the men, maybe it's very rare in men, that's the truth, more in females. And what else have I not said about melasma? It's not a bad okay, right? It's something that people know it exists. That's the truth. People actually know it exists, and it can come out at any part of your body, you understand. But it's worse when it comes out on the part of the body where there's a lot of sun hitting it. Like this lady I was telling you about, it came out at her back. So hers is a little bit better. It's something that maybe can be curbed, like reduced earlier and all of that, right? If it's on the face, try to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen will be your best friend, that's the truth. Then double cleanse, very, very important. Yeah, I learned something the hard way for not double cleansing. Yeah, because when you are having melasma, like I said, you and sunscreen have to become besties. So cleansing the skin is very important, so that on top of the melasma you don't start having a breakout, or having a rough skin ish. So basically that is just all I came to say about melasma, because it is a condition that some people have and they think is a condition that can just be fixed like 0 to 1000. No, even when you get the products that will help to reduce it, it takes time. Some you begin to see slight results. Take note, slight results from, like, let's say 3 to 12 months and even more. Some you need to just manage that condition the whole of your life, and like I said earlier, some with age it goes. But when is a transient melasma triggered by hormones, that one has a tendency that when those hormones calm down, that melasma will equally go on its own. You understand? Whether you even used anything or you don't use anything, the fact that it was hormonal, right? Just like any just like most hormonal skin conditions, that when whatever hormones caused it drops, that condition will equally drop, in as much as sometimes you still need to help it drop faster. And one thing again with the hormones, like especially with the female hormones, it can be so funny. Like, what I mean by that is that these things do not fully 100% leave our bodies. They convert themselves to something else, so they are hidden somewhere. So sometimes even if the hormones are gone, you might still have a little traces. So what I'm trying to say here is that I'm encouraging the fact that even if it is the transient melasma, still get products that will help. What products have I stated them already? The ones that give you a quick fix and an illusion that it has gone is the hydroquinone-ish and steroids, all those hydrocortisone or clobetasol. But the ones that I wouldn't recommend use of hydroquinone and clobetasol for prolonged use, to be honest with you. Yes, they can help with melasma, I am saying it, but not for prolonged use. So you have to keep going on and off. That's why I said melasma can be something you struggle with all your life. Some cases, some with age, like I said. I know am I repeating myself? Yes. But meanwhile, coming back to other skincare products that will help with melasma, we have chemical peels could help. So therefore, adding AHAs in your skincare routine is very important. Adding retinoids, yeah, either your threads, retinol, it's very, very important to help with quick cell turnover. And obviously your AHAs or BHAs can help with exfoliation. Then azelaic acid is another very important one. At least azelaic acid from 10%, it's a good one. So even 15 if your skin can take up to 15%, because azelaic acid can be very funny. Yeah, it can, well, it is just funny at the beginning, but by the time your skin gets used to it, you're good to go. Yeah, it can give that stinking feeling, but that's by the way, after a while it goes. So sunscreen, I can't forget that sunscreen. You are, as in, when you have melasma, you cannot just run away from sunscreen, and not just any type of sunscreen. I would recommend the tinted sunscreen, the one that will protect your skin from the UVA, UVB rays, both rays, because any sun rays, I'm sorry to say, even the vitamin D can even trigger the melasma. But then that is why you need the sun protection. So when you have your sun protection on, you can enjoy your vitamin D sun. Yes, so that. But that's by the way, if you can also practice sun avoidance depending on your nature of your job or whatever, you can do that when you have melasma. But when you are stepping away, for sure there's going to be sun hitting your skin, then you must use a sunscreen. I think I have said a little bit that I can say, the much I can say about melasma. And I had a reason for that, because I really needed to put this in a video to explain certain things. Melasma is not a quick fix. It's a chronic skin condition, that's the truth, but it is not a quick fix. And you don't have to allow it to get into your mental space. I understand things like that could actually bother some people that really care about their skin, but don't let it get into your mental space. A lot of people have it. A lot of people have melasma. Yeah, it's just like vitiligo as well. Yeah, something within those line-ish. So basically, let's come to the end of this video and hope to see you soon. Bye.